breathing some love.
All right, folks, welcome back. We have an exciting match for you here. The Opens quarterfinal for the 2026 Canberra Cup. We have Fishwick Uni, who we saw a little bit from yesterday, facing off against their hereto unknown opponents, Stout. My name, as always, is Blim Monroe.
My name's Sarah Gillette.
I say as always. One of these days I'm going to change it just to mess with people. So we've got Fishwick Uni playing in the orange kit, starting the game on defense. Now, you're considerably more of a local than I am, Sarah. Like, what are your thoughts on how this game's going to shape up? You're allowed to make predictions, it's fine.
I mean, I know Uni, but I don't particularly know Stout that well. There's a lot of old hands on there, I can see. So it might come down to a bit of, experience versus use, so maybe a bit more athletic ability. So I'm going to probably...
Well...
Okay, I'm going for Uni based on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that one's going to live rent-free in his head.
Yeah, and on the stream.
Yeah. So just for those who may not be aware, an attempt to catch the pull where the pull is not caught is an automatic turnover. So that means that Fishwick Uni don't really have to worry too much about defense just yet. They might be able to put away in one pass. O'Reilly gets free, takes it. Got McBride as a wide reset option, off the fingertips. Stout managing to get it back.
Fishwick are going to rue that opportunity, but O'Reilly's in the way.
Great find, good pressure on the defense there. Wide reset. Off the hands, can't quite connect with Rogers. Using the sideline. Oh, ooh. Just off the turf. Great work there to keep it in the hands of Stout. A little bit of a slip. Big hammer over the top. Well found. Stout put it on the board, and the game is 1-0.
Yeah, Fishwick, unfortunately not being able to make the most of that opportunity. And Stout getting it done. Just putting that hammer up into space. There was a little bit of a slip there, which gave that opportunity.
Kind of get that window just wide enough.
Yeah.
I wonder, would it have been enough had that slip not occurred in the downfield?
Yeah, there's still a bit of a height mismatch there, so I feel like probably still would have got there.
No, great work by Stout. Not quite sure if that performance redeems a drop pull so early on in the match, but we'll see how things go. Stout going to play on defense now. Bird, Nothard, Wang for Fishwick as well on that offensive line.
We've got Gladish with the pull. To Nothard.
Horizontal stack to start things off.
Nasty bounce.
Early one goes through to Bird, back to Nothard. Some good defensive pressure from Stout. Finds a hole in the middle. Finds Wang, couldn't connect. Out of the hands.
And I think that disc is a little bit slippery.
Stout with a chance to go 2-0. Very close to the end zone here. Big hammer fake. Wang so active, puts the big hammer up. Well found. Stout go 2-0 off back-to-back hammer scores.
Stout with the hammers. And I think we're seeing that experience really come out here. Hammers are such a powerful way to open up the back half of the field. And they're taking full advantage of that.
Huge defensive pressure by Wang there, opening, like, just trying to close everything down.
Still
so
managing
active.
to get it over those tall hands. It's great effort. And that's the thing about hammers, they come right from the back over your shoulder, so they're actually really hard to defend.
Yeah. The higher the arc, the intended arc, the further back in the throwing motion they're released.
Yep, yep. That one was very high.
So, Fishwick Uni a little bit on the back foot here. Hingy, Blackmore getting involved now.
And I think we saw in the last game they took a couple of points to find their footing, get that confidence up. So we might see something similar here again.
Well, we are about to find out. We see the hands go up from both sides. The pull coming in. Nice and long with a lot of float.
I think Maehr just yawned.
It took that long to get back down. Good grief. That's Matthews Hunter getting involved as well. Available there is that reset, but Stout doing a good job of applying pressure to the handlers. Tan has the disc now.
We're going to dump it. Maehr working hard to get it.
Finds Hingy, goes to Rogers. Big step, back around to Matthews Hunter. Truter falling out of the handler space, working back into the downfield. Hingy has it, and there's a pick called in the downfield. Matthews Hunter with the inside break.
Oh,
Truter cleans it up. Wants to finish.
yeah.
Run down by Blackmore. What a take. Fishwick Uni back within one. Oh,
Hang on, there's a travel call.
can't let me have anything nice, can they?
So I think that's Stout saying he didn't really establish a pivot foot there, so
That's
just
right.
fair.
Inside break.
Hingy trying to direct the players here. Matthews Hunter with the dump. Nice undercut.
Finds Rogers.
Looking for that next cut. Blackmore. Out
Up
into
and
space for
around.
Matthews Hunter, and he gets it.
What a take.
Lovely put there from Blackmore.
The score's so nice. They did it twice. Fishwick Uni back within one.
Yeah, Stout made them do it again, but they're up to the task, so
Yeah.
what's a bit more practice?
Exactly. It's just reps. It's just
Yep.
practice.
Yep.
Now we're going to see what Fishwick Uni do when they come out on defense.
Yeah, and I think that'll give him a lot of confidence, and I think that took those 2 points just to get that confidence.
But they're moving well together as
Yeah.
a unit, which I think is really, really good to see.
Yep, there's some good hard unders there. A lot of touch there on that throw. You can see how he just sort of
Almost
finesses it into the
Yeah.
air. Yeah, so really nice.
lifting, you know,
Yeah.
delivered on a cloud.
Yeah, that's what you want as a receiver. Just want it sitting up in the air, ready for you to grab.
Put it on a rope. So, O'Reilly with the disc for the pull. Are they going to be able to do it again? Is the pressure on? How are Stout going to respond?
I think there's going to be another hammer.
I mean, set a precedent, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Good pull.
Nice pull from O'Reilly.
Good depth, stretching into the field, and well caught. Great pressure from Fishwick Uni, shutting down some continuations, but they break through by pushing to the far sideline before a fumble gives the disc back to Fishwick.
Vertical stack here. Someone free in the deep, but it It's a little tricky into the wind.
Wachtel was there as an option, but the reset goes back around.
Stout.
Long shot, looking for Bird.
Oh, that is a lovely shot. And Austin Bird with the score.
Huge take, putting them back within one. No, well, technically they're within one because the score is tied. Fishwick Uni back on 2 points to Stout's 2.
Yeah, great recovery from Uni there.
Huge vision. And now we're seeing the defensive line, but some of those players that we'd had leading on offense, so Wang, Nothard, coming out to play defense, which is great to see players who are willing to work hard on both sides of the disc.
Yeah, so it looks like their lines are a bit flexible. And we've got Matthews Hunter coaching and directing here.
The Stout line, on the other hand, all ready to go. We're going to see it again, though. That great, huge shot.
Oh, just great depth on that shot.
Well reeled in. Austin Bird, safest hands on the pitch. Hand goes up from Uni. We're about to see that pull. Big rip. A lot of early turn. Touch and bounce. In that back
great
corner.
Chase. Great chase.
It's what you want to see.
Ooh.
Oh, just able to recover that. Has to go for the reset. Wang being so active on the mark. We're seeing zone defense.
There's been a call on the field. Not sure what that call is exactly. Ooh. Just got that one. The ground has pretty much dried up here, so the disc shouldn't be slippery anymore. Stout brings it in with a check.
Really reset some quick give-go movement in power position, but there's nobody downfield to capitalize. Calling through. We're hearing the fire call from Fishwick, scrapping the zone defense in favor of that match, but it's not enough to slow it down. The flow was there. The Stout is bubbling over. The score is 3-2 to Fishwick. Oh, 2 Stouts, sorry, over Fishwick. I'm getting too excited.
Yeah, Stout with some really good disc movement there. Just too quick for the Fishwick defense to adjust. And I think they threw on an initial zone, but then it was just too open and too quick.
Yeah, we could hear from the sideline that call of fire, fire, fire as the disc started to push towards the end zone. One of the key things that I think, and you may be able to give me a little bit more insight on this, but when we're thinking about that zone structure, we're trying to occupy space, but we're still trying to spread that space that we're controlling out over as much of the field as possible.
Yep.
Once that field becomes too compressed, and the defensive players, they're kind of in each other's area and they're no longer able to capitalize on kind of their athleticism to the same extent, which is why we tend to find that zone collapsing back to a match defense the closer to the end zone you get.
Yeah. Because when you're playing zone, it's sometimes if there's 2 players overloading your space, it can be very difficult to make that decision, and so then it's easy for the offense.
Huge pull from Stout.
Brick called.
Yeah. Trying to figure out where that was coming down.
The Stout player caught it.
So 18 metres in front of their own end zone. We're going to see a horizontal stack set up by Fishwick Uni. We've got Truter there as support. Hingy kicking things off. Rogers and Bird both swirling through. Decides to let it rip.
Oh,
Great. Oh, Rogers. Crikey, watching two Stout players bounce off him. What a unit.
oh, great commitment.
Tan finishes.
Yes.
What a put through.
And that was great commitment from Rogers there, just to keep his eye on the disc. He had two defenders coming in, putting on that pressure, and he was still able to absorb the contact, grab the disc, and it's a score for Fishwick.
Well done. To tie the game as well. I mean, that's what a quarterfinal should look like, right?
Absolutely. Love a tight game. Nice find through the middle there.
Good, strong finish.
It's also worth noting that Stout were putting on some really good defence, which forced that somewhat speculative shot up into the air.
So the Fishwick defence to come out again. Matthews Hunter with the disc for the pull. Hearing some of the insights from the field. Fishwick calling for very, very clear comms from their sideline about whether or not they have to switch back to a man. So we should expect to see a zone defense off this pull. Similarly, Stout calling for a lot of communication from their sideline as well. Huge run. It's McBride and Wang out the front. Able to shut down that first pass, but it slips behind that first wall.
Ooh.
Nearly getting a touch. Matthews Hunter so aggressive on that chase. Wachtel can't stop it.
Match being called. Long shot goes into space, but it's just over his shoulder.
Yeah, well, it just means the zone did what the zone was supposed to do.
Yes.
A vertical stack starting things off. O'Reilly goes to Matthews Hunter. Wang's in front of stack, but it's going to be a stoppage.
Bit of conversation here. They've worked out that the throw to Matthews Hunter wasn't affected. So it's going to stand with Matthews Hunter. This is in. Wachtel with the under.
Such a great cutter for
Yeah.
this uni side. Bettergleen wide open on the underspace. The Stout defense peeling off to cover the next continuation, but there's a call as to whether or not the disc was out.
No, play continued, but it's a turn. Calls of find from the uni sideline. But everyone's marked up now. Stout looking deep.
Big shot. Bettergleen trying to close.
Ooh,
Not going to be
no.
enough. Stout up by 1. The score is 4-3.
Ooh, some quick turns there. Hard to keep up with that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Stout doing really well just to be ready when that turn happens. Immediately looking deep and really being on the ball. I get the feeling that anyone on that team has that ability to put it deep, which is, I think, that experience again. Where it's the Fishwick Uni lineup, maybe not all the players have that shot.
Yeah. But it makes the Fishwick Uni's defense that much harder. You know,
Yeah.
they have to recognize that, hey, we can't isolate any players. We can't we can't let one player get every.
It's
other
not
touch.
like, oh, that player's got it. Oh, they're going to shoot deep, because
Yeah.
if they can all do that, it's
And it's not as though they're gonna they can sort of force the disc towards a player that maybe doesn't have the same depth of throws.
That's right. Yeah.
You find a player who is in that handler space but is maybe a little less versatile or a little less dynamic. Getting the disc into their hands makes the defense's job easier just through adding that element of predictability. But I don't think Stout suffer from that. So it's going to make things a lot harder for the Uni's defense. But they're out on offense now.
Nice pull.
Oh, huge pull right in the end zone. Nothard goes to Bird, back to Nothard, and they're out of the immediate danger.
Oh, we've got a bit of a zone look here. Bird cutting through the cup.
Rogers stretching deep.
Oof. Oh, just manages to hang on to that one. Gives you the heebie-jeebies, but great job there.
Oh, a lot of float. Pressure.
Oh, I think there's a foul call, yeah.
And it's going to be accepted immediately. Jordan Liu going up for that one. Yeah, so much float under that. Had plenty of time for the Stout defense to get into position. Still wasn't able to make it a clean bid, but great work on both sides, especially for communicating that so well.
Oh.
Straight into the hands of the awaiting Stout defense. Left hand, big forehand.
Nice.
Book ends, I believe.
Yeah, Stout doing really well there, just opportunistic defense.
Huge work though, but they're back up by 2, a big lead for them.
Oh, we've got a timeout here, guys, so probably Fishwick Uni regathering. Had 2 points in a row. And they might be talking some tactics around how to work through that zone. Because
yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing, you know. Quite often when you're playing against the zone, you think, right, what are my low percentage options? You know, if I throw up a hammer, if I try and throw a big around break or something like that, and there's enough air underneath the disc to allow a player sort of in the second line of defense of that zone to make a play, cool, we need to rework things. Having one of the players in the actual cup just shut it down with one touch is a little bit more intimidating. And I think that, yeah, Fishwick Uni, there's a lot of athleticism, there's a lot of great power on that team. But there isn't as much experience. Yeah. You know, it's you've got Fishwick Uni and you've got O'Reilly. So that's kind of where that kind of concentration of experience at that level is. Yeah. Whereas Stout, they've seen it before. They've seen a lot of zone offense, and so their ability to play an effective defense against it, to predict what Fishwick Uni are going to be doing, is there, and they're able to use it quite effectively so far in this match.
Absolutely.
So Stout have already broken the huddle. We've already got 7 on the line. We're just seeing Fishwick Uni break theirs now.
It always seems to me the team that calls the timeout is the team that takes the longest.
Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? They're the ones that actually have things to talk about. You know, you get in that Stout huddle, and they're like, oh, what should we talk about, lads? That was a great point block. Yes, it was.
Do what you're doing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm doing such a great job. I'll just go do more of it.
Pat each other on the back, and that's pretty much it.
Exactly. Problem solved.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you don't actually have any adjustments that you feel like you need to make, it's just essentially a small lunch break, isn't it?
Indeed.
Take a brief smoko, have a chat. So, Stout's defense are about to kick things off. Fishwick Uni offense getting ready. Here's the pull, low but with a lot of legs. Matthews Hunter fields early. Goes through to O'Reilly. Horizontal stack facing off against that zone again.
It's like a pretty flat zone. Ooh.
Oh, manages to find Truter. Goes back to O'Reilly.
At the exact right time. Ooh.
Wachtel goes the wide reset.
Whoa.
Laser show.
Good call here. Not sure what the call is. Maybe some contact felt by the defense as that player grabbed the disc. Having a discussion, some hand signals would be nice.
Looks like it's going to return. Matthews Hunter.
going back to where the disc was thrown.
The disc is now live. Matthews Hunter hits a beautiful break to O'Reilly. Wide and around. Wachtel tried to slide that one in.
And a
Call a goal. Touch gloves, boys.
get
Touch
that guy
gloves.
some skis.
Woo. The refusal of the handshake tells its own story. Fishwick Uni back within 0. It's 4-4.
That's probably one of the biggest jump ins I've seen. Let's have a look.
The pace.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, he had to play through someone to do it. Woo. What a spicy finish to that point that was. Good grief. Fishwick Uni about to come out on defense now. Ingi with the disc for the pull. Nice and high. A little bit of edge, touching down. Oh, good scrambles.
Look at that chase. Look at that chase. Can he stop that first pass, though? So I'd like to see him defend that from that side.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just to close off the reset before setting the force. Absolutely. Match defense that we're seeing here from Fishwick Uni. Rogers getting nice and active. Battergleen trying to shut down the up line.
Nice break.
Blackmore getting hungry. An unmarked Stout undercut. Left hand, big shot, but it's too long. Oh, he's not
great
going to
effort
get
by
to it.
Gladish, but just too far out.
Whew. Huge effort. And so, Fishwick on offense. We can see setting up a vertical stack. Ingi with Bird as support, an isolated player on that near sideline.
Mikey O'Brien going for the deep.
Looked off in favor of some hammers over the top, looking for Blackmore.
Ooh,
Got him.
Read by Blackmore.
Through to Rogers. O'Brien gets shut down. Low release, can't connect with Rogers from Hingy. It's going to give the disc back to Stout at the halfway.
Calls for a home force here.
Let's go, Stout. T-minus, Stout.
They're forcing into the open side of the field. Stout I'm quite happy with.
Such good movement. A lot of their cuts are being unmarked. Fishwick Uni seem like they're scrambling.
I'd like to see a bit more pressure on the throws and on the receivers.
We're seeing a pick called in the downfield.
Did it affect that throw? We will
Well,
see.
Well, there had to have been a reason he was that free.
Yep, he reluctantly returns it to the thrower.
Okay. Well, a 1 point game, 30 minutes in with 70 on the clock. Disc is about to be checked in. Hingy closes the trap. The resets there. Oh, Lou nearly gets a bite out of it.
Bit of
Huge.
contact.
Hammer over the top.
And there we go.
Second bite at the apple's going to do it. There's your Stout hammer. You asked for it.
It's working for him.
That's going to bring them back to a 2 point lead as we go 6-4.
That one was a little spicy, but it did still work.
Oh, yeah, they dipped that bad boy in sriracha. That was coming in hot.
receiver up to the task there.
Here we go. One more time. Bam! Uncorks it. Tip and take. Beautiful work there by Stout.
Ooh. And that's some really good pressure there by Lou, was it? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'd like to see.
And again, I mean, and that's defense 101 there as well. You know, even though Stout were able to come down with it, Bird going early, even though he maybe didn't know whether or not he had a shot at that disc, going up early was enough to throw off the timing of the receiver.
Yep.
But again, those secure hands being able to pull it back anyway. Great work by Stout, keeping that lead.
So it's back to a 2-point lead from here for Stout.
Fishwick are ready to go. Waiting for Stout to send the pull, kick things off. Big pull to be fielded by Nothard. Goes to Matthews Hunter on the first pass. Vertical stack. We're seeing Wachtel with a great undercut. McBride stretching wide.
Oh, nice touch there. But
yeah, Matthews Hunter just stretching.
yeah, great pickup.
Nothard gets it against a zone defense that we're seeing now from Stout. Great popping work there, but there's a touch and a bit of contact.
Matthews Hunter just deciding if he's going to make a call or not. There's a bit of discussion. Not sure if there was contact on the first or this when he went to grab the disc the second time. Seemed to be a bit of contact on both occasions.
And there's one of the tougher things about working as a popper when you're playing that zone offense is that as that zone collapses quite a lot. So when we think about the women's quarterfinal, when we saw NSU's great zone defense, they found a lot more, I guess, effect. They found a lot more impact once their zone started to collapse around those poppers and force that, I guess, like a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, whereas here, one of the perils that we're seeing is that there is the likelihood of drawing that contact as you cut through into the zone. So it looks like we're sending that one back.
Contested foul call.
Nothard keeps it, goes back to McBride. Through to Matthews Hunter.
Just working it around the handlers here quite comfortably.
Wachtel still doing some great work. A high into the wind. There's plenty of time underneath it, but no, Matthews Hunter. What a rip. Tan has the disc now, facing against the zone.
And that one's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a clean D.
That was really nice work by Stout. Great awareness to shut that one down.
Ooh.
Barker on the mark. Stout using the width very effectively. Up and around at the midway point. Big spins, layout, take, and a ground strip is going to give the disc back to Fishwick. Matthews Hunter puts it up.
Nice,
Curving around.
McBride
lands on the line, puts it through to Wachtel. He tried to jump it in.
He wasn't, it just needed that athletic leap that Wachtel had.
Yeah, a full sprint and a flying kick, I think, is the trick there.
Plus, you know, maybe a spin.
Yeah, you know, do a flip, a juggle,
Yeah.
little trick, throw the disc up behind you and catch it behind your back, something like that. Fishwick are back within 5. I mean, an assist is still pretty good. Yeah. They're back. Oh,
2-5 within 1.
Oh my goodness! What are numbers,
He needs more
folks?
coffee.
What are numbers? How does that work? What magnets?
It's all right. I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What would I do without you, Sarah? It's fantastic to have you here in the commentary booth, keeping me on track, which has been was so wonderful to have.
Loving it. been an experience.
I feel like there's an adjective that could be added to that sentence, but we'll take it.
Yep.
Fishwick, 1 point behind.
It's a really exciting match, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and it's what you want to see. You want to see close matches. A quarterfinal that goes 15-1, maybe not as exciting as it could be.
Also hard to commentate.
Yeah, a little bit.
But this is awesome.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, there's just so much intensity from both of these sides.
Yeah, it really actually picked up, especially defensively, the intensity.
High pull from O'Reilly's going to fade over a little early. Touching down close to the near sideline. Schroeder applying pressure on the mark. Batterglean now not able to stop Stout.
Bird just hanging out in the lane there, but Stout able to work it through and take advantage of that. Fishwick scrambling here. Managing to hold Stout up a little. But a lovely,
Bird puts just enough pressure onto that one.
Yep.
But that, I think, that was given away a lot more than it was taken.
But credit to Fishwick there. They managed to scramble, hold them up, and get some pressure on, and came away with the D.
Vertical stack, isolating Tan in the end zone. Trying to get him up there.
We've got a loose
O'Reilly uncorks.
Great find by O'Reilly.
Huge gainer there. Batterglean. Pulls it down over Stout.
Really good pressure here from Stout. Defensively, they're working really hard. And Fishwick are struggling to find, but
Early turn on that disc. Curves it back into the waiting jaws of the Stout defense.
Yeah, that was a little speculative, but he didn't have any other options, so.
Yeah, great work. I mean, great work with the handler defense for Stout as well, shutting down someone like O'Reilly and just keeping him out of the play. A safe reset like that might have seen a Fishwick score just by being able to maintain possession and keeping the disc moving. So, I mean, that's the thing about team defense, right? Is that you have to shut down pretty much everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Working the far sideline. Rogers a little slow to close the jaws there. Stout keeps it going with some quick 1-2s and a big put up. The wind definitely had an impact on that one.
And I think that receiver was not quite expecting it in that space. I think he was expecting it on the more on the fat side.
Yeah.
And it just turned over. And I think the breeze helped that as well, unfortunately. So Fish with another shot here.
Bird with an easy reset to O'Reilly. Schroeder being pushed down into the deep space.
Yeah,
Batterglean
we can
joining.
see a bit of bracketing here from Stout, I think. So they've got someone parked in the underspace and someone taking the deep space. So let's see if Fishwick can work this out. Lovely inside shot out into space from O'Reilly.
Huge layout, and it's going to be good.
Amazing grab by O'Reilly Jr. And that's how that athleticism we were seeing, and a really good reset there.
Putting it up, looking for Bird. Oh no, double coverage, and the defense comes down with it, but
there's a bit of a call here.
A little bit of an argy-bargy.
So Gladish coming down between the two Fishwick players. Let's see the replay here. I mean, that looked pretty clean to me, but Austin Bird, Maehr felt like he had position first, and Gladish came into him. So we'll see what the discussion is. And I think that is the discussion that Bird may have had his position and gone to jump vertically, and then Gladish
come through.
Yeah.
So they talk quite a lot about the sort of the entitlement to the space above a player's head.
Yes.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's a case of that huge block by Gladish came through.
Yeah.
Over the top.
No, but
it's going to be retracted. So
call.
Stout will get that one on the stat sheet.
Yeah, good spirit there to work that out.
Switching to a horizontal structure here. Stout in the midfield. Oh, and a tumble gives great pressure there by Derek Tan to generate the turn.
Amazing dump defense there.
Yeah. Who are they going to isolate? We've got O'Reilly to pick up the disc, supported by Bird, those two power handlers for the Fishwick side. Truder, nice and aggressive, but the bracketing's doing a good job of arresting the momentum.
Pick call here. Yeah, Stout got a couple of people camped out on the open side, the deep, and at the front, so they just kind of got those defenders around that. Ooh, have we got another call?
A violation this time. So following a reinitiation of play, players took off before the disc was checked in. So the disc not being live, I mean, players aren't actually allowed to move. We'll see how things resolve in just a moment. I think it might be going for a high arcing one to Battergleen is my guess. No, he's already re-engaged Bird. Up and over. Oh, too early on the jump. He pulls it down anyway. Stop it.
Great read by Bird there. Oof.
Oh my God.
Oh, nail biter.
I was going to say my heart leapt into my throat watching that.
Yeah. Oh, and Stout will be a little disappointed there. Just, I think their defense is really grinding, really working hard, getting turns. But Uni just managing to come away with the score.
So that's going to tie the game. We are 6-6.
Oh, look at this layup by O'Reilly. Oh, amazing job.
Phenomenal.
Oh.
Woo.
Ooh.
Again, disc higher than he was expecting. He took that early jump, and because of that, he wasn't able to attack. Stout nearly got a bite on it.
Yeah, good backup defense, though.
Absolutely. So now, Fishwick coming out on defense.
I wonder if we'll see a bit of a zoney look here. They were bracketing the last point, but Stout managing to work through that pretty easily, so let's see if a different look here.
Only time will tell. I do quite like a good bracket as well, you know, keeping the really tight-handed defense.
It's very effective.
Absolutely. I remember one game I was playing, we'd had a really, it was an absolutely waterlogged field. And we were the second game in the league on that evening, and so you could see the massive channel down the middle where everyone had started their cuts from a vertical stack. So seeing that, we're just like, we will just bracket. They won't be able to accelerate from that space, and we ended up generating quite a few pressure turns, which is great.
Oh, Stout here just managing to work it up the sideline, but held up a little bit. But
good recovery there to keep it in hands. Nothard on the mark. Can't stop it going back. Power position slowed down. O'Brien nice and active, but that midfield's open up.
Yeah, and we've just got hard match D here.
Not a lot developing for them in the end zone though. There's a lot of handler movement, some short gainers. Oh, too much.
Too many wee picks on that one.
Fishwick will be happy for the opportunity though.
With the disc, vertical stack with an isolated player in the lane, but there has been a
pick called almost
call.
immediately. Yeah. I mean, those would be two great cutters that I would love to see starting from a vertical stack. You know, Barker with that aggressive under, and then Wachtel coming around to the break side, really trying to stretch things deep.
Yeah.
Deep cuts from the break side, not nearly as, you know, as kind of risky as you might think, because it allows the full width of the field. You can curve that open forehand up and around and really hit them in stride. With Wachtel's foot speed and the way that he's been performing throughout the course of this tournament, it'd be hard not to hit something like that. Nothard on a great upline cut. Goes around to Lou, but it's outside the outstretched hand. Stout with the shot here. Can they finish it in one?
Yeah.
Too easy. Stout 7 over Fishwick Uni's 6.
Really good defensive pressure there from Stout just to generate that turn. There's been a timeout.
Called.
Yep.
This is what a quarterfinal's supposed to look like, folks. Really great pressure from both of these teams. You know, taking a few risks, playing some clinical ultimate, keeping everything nice and fresh, mixing things up. Same thing with regards to their defense. We're seeing some bracketing, some strict zone, some strict match. It's really, really good to see. Fishwick only down by 1. There's not really a lot they need to kind of change, I think. But by the same token, there's not really a lot that Stout need to change either. You know, they're trading well at the moment.
There's been a couple of turns on the Fishwick dump set. So potentially maybe just, if that's not on, like if not super on, maybe you could just do a bit of a long shot to, you know, a Wachtel or a...
Yeah. He'll get there.
Yeah,
just put
exactly.
It, just scream Murray and then send it, and he'll know what to do.
Yeah.
So the Stout defensive side about to take the field.
The break here from Stout would see them take half, which would put them in a pretty good position.
On the other hand, if Fishwick hold here takes us to our first Galaxy point of the streaming schedule, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, we haven't had any universe burst points either, so...
No, with our 70-minute cap, I don't think we've had any games go to 15 just yet. Not on stream.
No.
Which is always a good thing to see. It's nice
It
to
is.
see that the teams are keeping things as even as they can,
Nice
working
tight
hard.
matches is
Yeah,
what we like to see.
real grind all the way through to the end of the match. Stout already ready to go.
Yeah, Fishwick again taking their time with their timeouts.
So we've got our hand ready, all the blood slowly draining from his arm. Fishwick are ready to go. Now that the coach has cleared the field, the hands up, big pull, laser show straight across the field.
Ooh, great.
Out, deeper than McBride was prepared for. Resets to O'Reilly. A zone defense from Stout. Matthews Hunter. Oh, Truder trying to fill in. McBride is a really wide reset, but we're seeing a call.
Foul call. On the mark. Six, 7. For all the kids at home.
I wonder if it was foot related.
Taking a while to sort this one out. Matthews Hunter's still stuck in the end zone here, so it is Callahan territory.
Yeah, McBride's there is a really, really wide reset, but with the wind and the zone pressure, I don't know if he's... Nope, now take it back. He's at exactly the right place. O'Reilly, line drive, Fruiter. Oh, that's an absolute foul call straight away. Going to be accepted. I think they kind of knew as it happened. Smiles on their faces, good to see. Well-spirited. Trudeau with the disc now. The zone closing in around him.
Yeah.
They're able to get that reset away. Pushing to the width. Finds Matthews Hunter up the line. McBride, 2 hands. Great patience. Battagleen there. Off the turf, but can he finish?
Oh,
One shot
squeezes
through. Matthews Hunter ties the game. We are 7-7.
Sneaky ninja move through the cup there.
That was something else.
Great job there. Oh, we got it. We got our Galaxy point.
There we go.
Woohoo!
Oh, really? This really is a case. It's a tournament of just asking for stuff from the commentary booth, and the teams are absolutely showing out. That big fake, little chip through, side shuffle straight into the end zone for Matthews Hunter to tie the game.
Well, it looks like I think they're calling a line here. So putting on all their most experienced players. It is a defensive point for Fishwick. So
They kind of need to mix things up,
yeah,
right?
they're going to need some players who can play both.
You find in those kind of clutch moments that if it weren't, an opportunity to take half and really build some momentum, you'd say, right, let's just get whoever's fresh on the defensive line over there. But in this case, we need this point more. There's sort of a feeling of significance more than there might be for another point. So yeah, you want 3 or 4 players who are going to be able to really turn on the pressure for the defense to generate that turn. And then having a look, we're seeing O'Reilly back on the field. Bird and Blackmore to really bolster that offensive structure when they generate the turn.
Don't forget Wachtel.
Oh, how could I?
And O'Reilly Jr. He could just take another huge layout here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him try and do a big ski jump into the end zone. But big pull, big pull. Oh, too floaty down. Stout able to get the early first pass away. A zone defense. Kind of junky.
Kind of junky, but oof.
Oh, well taken by Stout. Looking like they've collapsed back to a match defense. O'Reilly on the mark now. Can't stop the upline. It's Gladish. Continuing through. Stout working hard on the line, but Bird shuts it down.
Great defense by Austin Bird. Stout with the hands to the head in despair. So now the pressure's on Fishwick.
Horizontal stack. It's O'Reilly to bring the disc in at the sideline. Supported by O'Brien and Bird in the handler space. Gets the reset away nicely. Wachtel already stretching into the depth. Goes back to O'Reilly.
You've got the Stout player sort of hanging deep, watching for that big one. Oh, can Blackmore get it?
Blackmore with a big layout right in front of the halfway mark. Up and over. Outstretched hands from Stout. Not going to be enough to stop it getting to Bird. Quick reset to O'Reilly. A collapse to vertical stack. Wachtel on a great cut to the near sideline.
Watching for something to develop here, but just dumps it back to O'Reilly. Oh,
reset
that big one.
and a bullet.
Oh!
No! Oh!
Unfortunately, Bird really needed eyes in the back of his head there.
Oh!
And to be able to... Oh, that is a tough catch.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
Oh. What a sequence.
The pressure was really building there because lots of voices on the sideline.
And the thing is, you can't even fault O'Reilly for taking that shot.
No.
When you've got a receiver like Bird going deep, you know how consistent he is. You're going to put that up almost every time. Oh! O'Reilly Jr. with the shutdown. Senior picks it up. He's ready to go. Big fakes trying to cue Wachtel out. O'Brien there. Big hammer over the top for the junior. Oh!
And unfortunately, I think it's a case here of everyone on Fishwick Uni wanting to be the hero.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Needing there just to be a safe reset and to work it around and to have clear unders.
Yeah,
you know? Not everyone trying to be everything.
It doesn't matter if it takes 4 passes or 50 to score. A score's a score.
And so I guess that's probably that experience piece as well coming out.
So we'll see what Stout respond with. They're setting up in a horizontal stack here. Fishwick sticking with that match defense.
But I think Stout are feeling the pressure here, so let's see if those experienced heads can. It's a nice under there.
A little bit of poaching in the downfield, some great switches and communication, but it's not enough to stop some Stout momentum. They've already broken back into their own half. Big rip goes up. Who's under it? Oh, what a take, and it's done. Stout are going to score that one and put away the half as they go 8-7.
Just some really lovely, quick disc movement there. Just Fishwick unable to get ahead of it.
I mean, and it's the thing that I always say is that when you're working and you've got players who can all work together to have that give and go, we've seen quite a lot of, I guess, like dominator sequences happen throughout the course of the tournament where it's all revolved around that one player who's getting every second or third touch.
Yep.
They're offloading the disc, they're getting into a good position to get the next one, and they're kind of just bouncing around the rest of the team, but it's still focused around them. Stout have got a lot of players who can play at that level and with that style, but when there are 3 or 4 of them on the field at a time, it's not just a case of, hey, we can all but, we can mark out the one person who's doing the most damage because everyone is.
Yeah.
So once you get that break past that initial line of defense, the defense is out of position. Once the defense is out of position, they can't do their job.
That's it.
Great work by Stout. Again, seeing that same just nice flow and then a big shot.
Almost casual, just, my play's there. I've got confidence in my receiver. Let's go.
Yeah, beautiful finish to the half. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the exciting conclusion of the second half of this quarterfinal match in the Open Division of the 2026 Canberra Cup. But my name is Glenn Monroe.
My name's Sarah Gillette.
Stay with us.
Drama. Hey, I'm starring in this drama. Baby, you know I'm not getting over you. Baby, you know I'm not getting over you. Hey, I'm starring in this drama.
All right, folks, we are back in this exciting open quarter-final match between Stout and Fishwick. And, of course, a huge shout-out to John Greenfield Greenie, who was supposed to be playing for the Stout team, but decided to step back because he wanted to make it an even fight for Fishwick. And with that, a huge happy birthday as well from everyone here at the LTTV team to Kirsty as well. So I hope you have a good day. Hopefully it is nice having Greenie around instead of having him out here on the field and having to watch him through a screen. But much love to you. So back to our game, Stout and Fishwick. Stout currently up by 1. The score is 8-7. Fishwick on offense. We've got Hingy pushing through, finding Truder at the midfield. Goes around to Lou, puts it too high, but can Barker get to it? Oh, with a tip and a take! Oh my God, Father! Stop it!
Oh, it breaks your heart. Oh, and he's injured himself as well.
I think all 5 stages of grief are on display here at the Fishwick sideline.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Just taking a moment here. I think he's probably thrown his shoulder out a little on that landing.
Goodness gracious.
Oh. It was such a great backup. After a beautiful sequence from Fishwick, that last throw was just slightly too high. So Stout will bring it back in with a check.
So we're going to kick things back. Vertical stack, some early cuts, nice open separation on the near sideline. Tried to pop pass it through, but the defense was too close in. Gets the reset, pushes wide, far sideline. Truder on the mark. Gets it away. Battergleen trying to push, big crossfield hammer.
Nice.
Well found. Great give-go work from Stout, hoping to widen the game. Good take, so close to the finish line. Inside, what a shot. Stout back up by 2, a great hold to kick things off.
Yeah, great movement there from Stout. Just that quick, flat, hard pass is very difficult to intercept. Just showing us how it's done.
See it again. Outstretched hand, all of the momentum pushing towards the near sideline. The left hand, a backhand fake, I think, through Matthews Hunter for a brief second. And then it's that quick switch through.
And I think that was, Fishwick were poaching a little. But Stout just able to take advantage of that. Gladys just standing in the end zone ready to receive.
Too easy.
Yep.
So they're up by 2. Stout's game at the moment. We are only a few minutes away from closing out our soft cap. 70 minutes. We're 65 on the clock at the moment. Big rip on the pull. Some of those O-line classics. O'Reilly with McBride near sideline. Nothard on the far side. O'Brien.
O'Reilly, all the O's.
Puts it up. Oh, he's got it. No, what a touch. The walk-off. A very cool guys don't look at explosions moment.
And a quick restart here by Stout. Nice up line cut, looking deep, looking deep.
Big rip.
Oh, that is a nice shot. Can he get there?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he can.
2 clean.
Nice.
Well done by Stout. It's now 3 points. So it's a hold and a break to open the second half. They're pulling ahead now.
Yeah, it's a lovely free-flowing offense there. Receivers just knowing exactly what's going to happen, I think. a case of having played together for a long time.
Absolutely. So we're seeing a timeout called already. Guessing it's going to be Fishwick's last timeout of the game. Just down by 2, letting things go a little too easily in the start of the second half.
Yep. And I think some of those long shots not quite being there. Not quite being to the advantage of the receiver, and either being over their shoulder or not, you know, in front of them, ready to grab.
Hard to catch.
Yeah. So it might be a case of just working it around between their handlers to get the right angle for those receivers.
Well, I mean, it's late in the piece to be making those adjustments as the peril, right?
It is.
2.5 minutes to go before we hit our soft cap. The peril with those late game timeouts as well is that, yes, it gives you a chance to reconsolidate and have a chat without trying to sort of scramble and play at the same time, but it also eats up the last few remaining minutes for you to close the gap before that soft cap kicks in.
Yes, it's a strategic decision. Let's see if it helps them out.
So that is going to be our soft cap, which means we'll conclude this point and then add 1 to the highest score.
Got Matthews Hunter picking up to Truder, back to Matthews Hunter. Through the middle to Wachtel.
Great flow
Nice
from
flow.
Fishwick to start things off.
Looking for a dump here.
Wachtel getting involved.
Nice inside break there.
Big shot, but it blades over early. Shut down by the Stout defense.
Probably not what he wanted out of the hand there.
So Stout with a shot. Oh, wanting to put the big rep up.
There was definitely an option.
Match defense from Fishwick. Not overthrown. The foot speed there enough. There it is, the big takeoff. Oh, he's second guessing it. A little bit of miscommunication there. He's not quite dialed in with the timing, the potential there though for the Stout to put it away in 1.
Finding options easily though, so.
Unmarked resets, continuing the disc movement, back through to midfield. Inside shot. Great close by Truder, but not quite going to be enough.
Yeah, Stout play there, really attacking the disc and not really giving Truder an option.
So the score having gone 11-7, Stout 1 point away from a win.
Game to 12.
Inside left-hand forehand. Beautiful find. So, Fishwick out here, a coach, Ben Matthews-Hunter, just taking a knee, talking them through what they hope will not be the last point of the game. Stout just have to put it away one more time a longer road for Fishwick if they want to walk away with a win here and advance to the semi-finals. Big pull. Touching down out of bounds, which means the disc will be bricked. It's O'Reilly, the senior, who's going to go pick that one up. Bring it to a point at the midfield. Middle of the field, rather. 18 metres in front of the end zone. Big shimmy to kick things off. O'Brien, hungry for it. O'Reilly available as an open reset. Threads through to find Barker. Oh, wobbly release is going to give the disc back to Stout and a chance for them to put the game away here. Safe resets. Unmarked. There's some downfield poaching. Big rip. You could hear the foot off the hand on that one, but can he pull it down? Probably it's going to safe to say they'll retract that foul call. Let that one go. That is going to be a Stout win, 12-7 over Fishwick Uni. And they will be advancing to the semi-final match. A fantastic performance by both of these teams. Doing such a good job keeping things trading throughout the first half. I mean, we ended 7-7. And then Stout just managing to put 4 on the bounce throughout the second half to really walk away with the game. So well done to both of these teams. We may very well be seeing Stout later on in the finals. But until then, my name is Blair Munro.
My name's Sarah Gillette.
With a huge thank you from the team here at Alti TV and to the organisers who helped make this event possible. And also a huge happy birthday again to Kirsty Greenfield. Hope you're having a good day. Stay with us. We'll be back in very, very soon for the next match.
Alti.tv